Look at this phone. It has 4 gigabytes of RAM. According to Computer Weekly, the Apollo guidance computers used to send rockets into outer space in the 60s had 0.04 kilobytes of RAM. That means that this phone right here has 1,000,000 times the memory of of computers used to send rockets into outer space. Technology is advancing at an exponential rate. With such technology advancing exponentially in consumer electronics alone, it's hard to wonder how technology is bettering in the many ways technology is bettering our lives for the better. That is, the advancement of technology as a whole is bettering the lives of millions on a daily basis globally. Globally. Today I'll examine how that is the case by looking through technology and its relation to medicine, entertainment, and information. Firstly, let's talk about medicine. Technology is allowing breakthroughs to happen medically for those that are physically inept and disabled, and just in general also. Let's talk about the prosthetics industry. If you had lost an arm or a hand to amputation, you were most likely replaced it with a hook, unfortunately long ago. But now, according to Pamela Michaels, scientists are working on different prosthetic limbs that sort of act as hands that connect to tissue and nerves that will act and replace hands as they once were. Those that are physically inept are now being able to have the fortunate opportunity of having their limbs back. They can now use them back to they once were. They're living their lives for the better. And with medical breakthroughs happening such as that, it's easy to see why technology is also playing a role in how overall life expectancy has increased. According to The Economist, a black African American in the 1900s had an average life expectancy of 32 and a half years. Now, that value has almost doubled to 73.1 years of life. There's a myriad of reasons on why that is the case, but the medical industry and its breakthrough through using technology is a great key aspect into that. And while medicine is directly helping those that are physically ill for the better and doing a great and significant outcome for such using technology, technology is also altering the way we utilize and consume everything, which also in industries like entertainment, which is one of the biggest industries in the world. And that has to do with the creation and implementation and the rise of streaming services like Hulu and Netflix. Hulu and Netflix are basically apps and programs that you can go to that have a wide assortment of videos of movies and television that I can access and watch. Like on this phone, with a few swipes and a few taps, I can watch any movie I choose and desire. On this portable device right here, anywhere I desire, as long as I have an internet connection, and for a small fee. This is completely revitalizing the game of how we view content. As if you wanted to watch a movie long ago, you had to go to a movie theater, you had to pay for a ticket, you had to schedule time to go watch. It was an experience that you had to go and strive out for. While it was a valuable experience, those are now tarnished away in terms of accessibility now. Many people are using these programs and these platforms. According to Light Reading India, Netflix has over 150 million users, and in the first quarter of this year alone made $4.52 billion. That's billion with a B. A lot of money is to be made in just Netflix alone. They're making more money than the movie industry probably was long times ago, that the movie industry ever thought of dreaming of. The entertainment industry has greatly been altered thanks to technology, and for the better. It's making it easier for many to consume. But entertainment industry is also being changed and transformed by creating a new aspect with the advancement of technology, and that's with the video game industry. Video games have been rapidly accelerating at a quality level, literally over time, at an extremely fast rate. Now, to the point where now, the graphics of many video games are seeming lifelike and realistic, such as with the video game Red Dead Redemption 2 that came out last October in 2018. According to The Fly, Red Dead Redemption 2 made over $725 million in its opening weekend alone. That is more money than any box office opening domestically ever for anything, any sort of entertainment franchise whatsoever. That's a lot of money to be made, and that shows how much popularity is going to video games. And it's all thanks to technology and the caliber of content that is being increased with its rapid advancement of technology. The graphics are becoming realistic, people want to play, and narrative and content is becoming to the caliber of that of movies and television. Lastly, while technology is transforming the entertainment industry, it's also transforming the way we view our information and harvest it. And that also has to do with the internet. Whereas we used to have to look through newspapers and look at nightly news, we can now view news whenever we want, and many articles that on anything, and that allows for more research to be done. We can have more things to view. Instead of going to a library, we can now view and access content literally with the stroke of a few keywords on Google, and we can find anything. We can learn more. We have more information available to us now more than ever. It's helping us learn more. Additionally, we're becoming more connected through technology. That's a result because of companies like Facebook, which, according to the day after, there's over 4.52 billion users on Facebook. That's billion with a B again. To put that in perspective, there's over 7 billion people on this earth. That means Facebook has almost a third of the world's population on its platform. More and more people are utilizing Facebook, and that allows us to be more connected than we ever were. Not only are we getting news more with the internet, we're also getting access to a lot of people from state to state, from country to country, from continent to continent. We have a wider outreach than we ever have. We are now able to communicate and have a culture with millions and billions of people, and that's all thanks to the advancement of technology. So overall, and in conclusion, technology is greatly making our lives more accessible for the better through medicine and the economy with entertainment and the accessibility of information and connectivity with news. With such a wide outreach and capabilities of how much technology affects our lives, it's no wonder to see how much and how better our lives are as a result of it. Thank you.